Hey, what's up guys? I am back at Marty's place. We're going to work on this F100 today. He has got a lot done. I haven't been around for a little bit, been busy. As you can tell, I'm a little congested and stuff. It's that time of the year for allergies and sinuses, so kicks my butt. I'm going to go over everything he's been working on. It actually rolls right now, but we got to take it back apart, but that's okay. The amount of progress he has made is awesome. We're gonna get the steering column, what is it, figured out where we want it, where he wants it. Then we're going to get the brake lines run and get the engine back in, get the brake lines and fuel lines run today. He's going to get the firewall painted up. Gonna prep it, put a quick coat of paint. He's down the road, he's going to actually redo the whole cab. But right now he's done the cab corners because these front cab corners are rotted out. You can still see that one. It's pretty bad. The cab, he showed me the cab actually, you can lift it up and you can see that it's supposed to be probably an inch or so higher. So we'll get that, but he's putting the cab mounts in. Down the road he'll do more. He'll take the cab off and actually redo all of it to make it look show quality. He does an amazing job. But for now, he wants to get this all sealed up down here and everything. That way, it looks better with the engine in there. It doesn't look like it was just kind of cobbled together. Let's see what else. Kind of got the rear end mocked up. These are some. I got small hands, but I think he said that's a 10 or 11 inch wide wheel. So those are some meaty tires. Getting the fuel tank plumbed up and everything. So we're gonna get to it. Right now I'm just trying to get the steering wheel figured out where he wants it. So we'll make some progress today. Making progress. First coat. Matches so well. You see the original paint, or what original paint to us. Matches really well. Got the fuel tank all mounted up. What we did is, you can see here, we just tacked some bolts or some nuts on the tank, and we used a, what is that, 1 inch square tubing. come along and hold there. But the tank's sitting up on the frame rail too, so that just helps. Do it in the front. You can see it back there. Now we're going to, I've already got the firewall sprayed. Looks good. And we're going to get a bracket welded up on the steering column. And he's painting some of the cross members and stuff like that. Well, that's the transmission cross member. And then we'll get the steering column mounted. I'm going to work on the brake booster before we get the column in. And I'll show you that whenever we get some of that in the process. Today we're actually at Marty's shop, where he does all kinds of other, you can see there's tons of stuff going on. But we got this bar in. Got to get a drive shaft made. Most of the rear suspension is in. Got to tighten up some bolts, but we wanted to make sure everything's sat good. Wheels are on. Waiting on some brakes. You can see, got a bunch of lines run. Hard lines. Still got to run some flexible lines. Make some tabs. And then got to put the good wheels on, but we got the front struts on. This kit comes with a tab, that way when, say you're strapping it down in the trailer, that way there's a tab right there you can grab onto rather than wrap around the suspension. He got the master cylinder and booster set up. That looks good. Now he's got to do the master cylinder for the clutch. Still trying to figure out where he wants to put it, whether he wants to put it over here or he can put it maybe on this side. It'll look good. You see that this third bar here that connects to the pumpkin, it's got a joint that mounts to the bar there right before the transmission. It's not the transmission mount or cross member, but then we drilled and bolted that to the frame earlier. Making good progress. It's doing a lot of stuff that you could film, but it's super boring to watch. It'd just be repetitive, in and out, in and out, in and out. And so right now we're just making progress. As we do stuff, we'll film it. If it's something halfway decent to film, then he's got this shifter. I forgot where he got that shifter, where he said he got it. But it mounts to the transmission, then he's going to do a mount to the body underneath. But it's nice. It's a Hurst shifter. Look really good. Today we are working on the, what did we get? We got brake lines run to the front. He already got rear run. You can see, I think I got some of that on the other update. Fuel lines run. We still have to run the brake lines on the rear axle. That won't be bad. You see this flexible line here. That'll go to the axle shaft, and then hard lines will go over to rubber lines that connect to the caliper. Rear suspension's in. What else? What else? Using the stock brakes for now in the front from the Crown Vic, and just painted them a little black, a little red, because he's eventually going to get a big brake kit. The starting to run wiring. The wiring kit he got is American Auto Wire. It's for this model year truck, so all the wiring you lay out, the fuse box, everything, and you can even add things in, which is really nice. So what else? I'm working on the accelerator pedal. He had already got the shifter in, and he's got the body pulled up. I think he's gonna build some kind of center console. That way it's nice and clean, sealed up. You got some brackets made up, not super fancy, but it's gonna hold it really well. I don't know if you can see there. Yeah, you can see the bracket that runs up to the back and comes down to this transmission mount. But it's on the side of the transmission mount that bolts to the transmission, not the cross member. So that should be nice and rigid. What else? Here you can see this wiring. The fuse box goes right here, and the harness. It's all brand new wiring, and it's all labeled really nice. Like this one, what does it say? Like this brown wire right here is for rear running lights. All the wires are labeled like that. It's really nice. Here you can see we got brake lines, runs, got a proportioning valve here. Really just have to bleed the brakes. The wheels fit up really nice and everything. So making progress. We have what is it, Thursday? So we're looking like 5-6 days before Shelbyfest. I think we can get it done. We're gonna push real hard to get it all done. So I'll update you when we have more finished. It's hard to get the camera in angles and catch stuff, and it's put in, take out. So we'll get it all figured out. I was not there. I was at work whenever they put the bed on. This is me checking in later that evening. As you can see, that wheel fitment in the rear is awesome. Next, he's going to work on getting the fenders on the front, the whole front clip, and you'll see quite a bit of progress here because it's getting pretty close to Shelbyfest. Yeah.
You want me to go?
Yeah. We're doing it about a month and a half. I think we did. Yeah. We just basically worked on the weekend for this last week. Cool. Like that, they gave me an air bomb.
As most of you all know, we did not make it to Shelbyfest. We still ran into some things on the truck that we just felt was not ready. It was still going into failure mode on tuning. We didn't get that lined up. It is pass deleted, that way it does start and everything, but we just didn't get it tuned right to where we could take it out and run it, make sure everything's right. Can't even really rev it freely. You could on the pallet, you all heard that, but once we got it in there and it was running for a while, it was going into failure mode. We got to work on that a little bit, and we just didn't feel like it was ready for the car show, because people would have come up, wanted to hear it and everything like that, and we really wanted to show it off where it's running. We're driving down the road and everything. But I'm going to go over everything, show you the truck one last time. I'm sure I'll have some updates here and there. That way we can keep up on stuff. If we notice anything, you know, if we have experience, you know, we learn stuff as we go along, we can share with you guys. That way you guys will know, and whenever you go to build one or you have a friend that builds one, you guys will know as well and go, hey, well, maybe we want to do it a little different than that. That way we don't have this issue. Not that we're saying we're having issues, and we don't believe we'll have any issues with stuff, but maybe we routed wiring wrong. Maybe we ran something, but I'll go over everything. Here's a view. We still have that gas cap in it, but it doesn't do anything. It's just there to fill the hole. The gas, as you can see, right now we've got that. We plan on doing maybe a door or filling that hole. The bed's got to be redone eventually anyway, and what Marty wants to do is do a filler neck that comes up and then comes in right over here. It'll go underneath the bed and come out here. That way it's nice and hidden. He can still use the bed for stuff, and that way no headaches. Like right now with that one in there, he's not going to be able to really use the bed too much, and that one probably long term is not going to work too well. All the lights work. Everything's really nice. He's got it locked up. Well, let's see if we can see the interior. You can see the carpets in, all the steering, all that looks really good. Got the shifter boot there. He's gonna work on building a center console eventually. Right now he just wanted to get it to where it was running while we were shooting for the show. Got the seats in. You see, he took the headrest off for now, but those are the 10-way adjustable seats. It's awesome. They recline up, down, back, forward. Feels great. Those seats are awesome. See if we can get another shot of the interior. Still got to get a radio in there. That is not a good view. I'm gonna see if I can get a key here in a second. Unlock it. That's a heavy hood. He ended up painting the hood a little bit, you can see. That way it's nice and clean. Remember, he had painted the firewall. There's the master cylinder. Brake lines all run. It looks really good in there. Everything fits awesome. You can see there's the Crown Vic, top of the Crown Vic suspension. Mounted the PCM, everything right there. Everything works. Actually, everything from the kit from the salvage yard fit really nice that's where we added for the instrument cluster. I don't know if you can see down there, right? You can see that brass fitting there, and that sensor. That's the oil pressure for the instrument cluster, and then that's the actual, this unlike most Ford engines that you just use an oil pressure switch, this engine actually uses an oil pressure sensor, so it actually reads pressure. And I didn't realize it read such high oil pressure, especially on a cold start. It's in the 100 range on a cold start. Blew me away. You can see the relays and fuses over there. But no, we're so close. Once we get the tuning, I'll actually, God, that's a heavy hood. I'm not used to that. Once we get the tuning right and drive it, I'll take you off for a ride. We'll go experience it. If you guys got any questions about anything on there, Marty is a dealer for Auto Wire. That's the wiring harness, the body wiring harness. Make sure hook up all the lights and all the factory stuff. It worked amazing. It was so easy to hook up. Looks great. Comes with loom. That Auto Wire is the way to go if you're going to do one of these trucks. It also has extra auxiliary powers and everything, so you can hook up, like, he tapped into the Auto Wire to hook up power to the power seats. So there's always power to the power seats, just like a modern vehicle. The Auto Wire had a, a fuel pump circuit already in it. So all we had to do is run power to the fuel pump. It was on the body side, just like a vehicle. We don't have to tap into anything or run our own wiring. It's all a part of that. The Auto Wire also has wiring for the fuel gauge, so that was already there. He's also a dealer for let's see if we can see this. I'll get a key here in a second. I'll get a key into it. He's a dealer for, I'm pretty sure, Dakota Digital, which is the instrument cluster that he has, which is awesome. It has the ability to hook into the data link, so it can pull information from the computer, and it can you can tap in different ways. He's a dealer for the Gateway performance suspension, and I'll put all the links in. That way, you know, I'm probably missing some of the products he's a dealer for, but I'll make sure I put all those links in the description. That way you guys can know. And if you have any questions about them, email me. I can find out from Marty. Actually, if you guys want to buy some or something, shoot me a message. We'll email back and forth, and I can get you some prices through Marty. And we can see if we can get you. We'll try to help you out and work with the companies to make sure we get you what you need. Here's that instrument cluster. This instrument cluster, I bet you there's 20 different colors for just the background. Like just the numbers back there. Then it had the same amount of colors for the needles. It was cool. I think he has it set on the color on the numbers and the gauge point. I think he had that on like Barn Find. It's like this vintage looking brown, almost like this color. And then the needles I think were red. It's got coolant temp. Let's see it. We got battery there. There's oil and fuel. And then you have tack and speedo. Okay, there we go. There's the dash. You can see the color of it. I don't know if this is picking it up. But then there's mileage down here. We still got to set that up. I don't know, we might do mileage for the engine. Mile per hour you can go through. They can let me change it. No. I messed up. Anyway, but no, here. So you can see that. Prove out the lights. There's the blinkers and stuff. And let's see, there they are. There's a blinker. Nope, doesn't have the high beam in it. No, that instrument cluster is awesome. Let me zoom out if I knew how to use a camera. But no, this thing's nice brown carpet with the gray seats. He might have the seats dyed a different color. I don't know. It's going to be a work in progress. Just to have fun with it. But I appreciate everybody following along. We had a blast building this. I know the videos weren't up in a timely fashion, just with trying to get everything else done, getting the videos done, getting the truck built. We were pushing pretty hard. We were almost there. We almost had it. I mean, just a little bit away. But it'll make it to a ton more shows. Marty's going to try to get it out. I don't know what shows. I'll keep you guys updated on where he plans on taking this thing. That way you guys can go see it for yourself. Thanks a lot. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.